collab that we are doing with my friend Cassie over at Southeast by Midwest. I will link her channel down below. And basically what we both decided to do is a collab featuring Too Faced products. And she has the other Too Faced Christmas palette, and I have the Grand Hotel Cafe, which is this one right here. And so I'm going to be doing a look based with one of the palettes in here, and so is she. So if you're interested in seeing the look she creates, make sure you follow her channel down below and go see what she does. As we're doing this though, because you know when we do makeup in movies, we do two things at the same time because we like it that way. Multitasking.
Yeah.
Multitasking. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce our brand new year-long segment called The Year of 40, which basically means, because I now turned 40, we're going to be doing a bunch of new stuff that I've never done before. Maybe he's never done before.
Maybe.
We don't know. Well, we'll see how crazy we get this year. But we wanted to kind of explain a little more about what we're doing for that. Right now for my look, I basically have everything on, including mascara, except for the eyeshadow and the lipstick and false lashes. So everything else is done because we didn't really want it to be super long. And I think I'm going to be, I don't know, why don't you help me choose?
Okay.
I used in the other video, which I can link below as well, when we first got this, I used the Peppermint Mocha palette, which is this one right here. But we have the gingerbread cookie and the eggnog latte left to use. So the gingerbread cookie looks like this. And I also do a lot of palette swatches on my Instagram. Pretty much every time I get a new palette, it's on there. And this is the eggnog latte. So you tell me which one we should do.
I like the gingerbread one.
Let's do that one.
There's some nice browns in here. The ginger snap. This one in the corner here. Ooh, let me get that one out clear. That one. Ginger snap. That one's really cool. So yeah, this is the palette here. For those of you.
Ah. All right, so this is what I'll be using. So while we're talking, I'm gonna go ahead and put ginger cream, that's this one right here. I'm gonna put this all over my lid and under my brow bone. And then I think I'm going to start with maybe this bronzer gingerbread. I'm gonna start putting that onto the crease, and then a little maple syrup into the crease on top of that. All right, so let's talk about the year 40. What should we start with?
40 is the new 30.
Apparently so. I have heard that.
That's right.
For me personally, yeah, I don't even really feel like I'm 40. Yes, I'm 40 now. By the time we're filming this video, I am 40 now. Doesn't really feel like 40. I just kind of feel like it's another day. But you know, we're gonna try to start things off a little bit differently. Also, if you guys are not following us on Instagram and Snapchat, we are posting a lot of stuff as we do it. That information will appear right here for you. But yeah, you should be following us because we post a lot of things. Like, okay, so for instance, one of the videos that you'll probably see after this is what we did on my actual birthday. And we have a lot of things that we did that day, and it was super fun. One of the other things you're going to see in these videos is we have decided to do a giveaway element.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Want to explain what that's all about?
Of course. So you'll see in our vlogs, we'll be going to all kinds of different fun places around here in Central Florida and maybe elsewhere too. We're going to try to broaden our horizons with those. And every time we go to somewhere, we're going to try to get some kind of keepsake or little souvenir, something, a little thing from that place to kind of commemorate going there. And in the end, we're going to turn that into part of a giveaway eventually, where you can win that little something we pick up.
It might actually be a couple giveaways. So we might be doing one like right around the holidays with what we've accumulated so far, and then maybe like one around summertime of next year, so what we've accumulated up to that point, and then the last one will be when I turn 41, probably. If we keep up with this. I mean, that's all of our, you know, good intentions is keeping up with this, but we have already kind of put aside some things from past vlogs or vlogs you haven't really seen yet because we're still editing them. We have a couple things already, but for all intents and purposes, what our plan is to show you in the video what it is we're going to be giving away or putting into the giveaway, so you kind of have this anticipation of what it is you might win. So for my birthday yesterday, my husband gave me this. Apparently this was on his intentions list for a little while, even before I decided to do this whole series. But basically he started a charm bracelet for me, and there's like a little L and a birthday cake. So that is kind of commemorating my birthday. And every time something happens in, you know, the year of 40, we're going to be adding a charm to the bracelet. So that's something that you're going to be able to see on like Instagram or Snapchat, or maybe we'll put it in the videos too. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm trying to use this bronzer as like gingerbread color right now. Yeah. And I'm having to work a lot of it in.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been doing that one for a little while. Yeah,
I mean, technically it's supposed to be a bronzer, so it's not supposed to be like totally pigmented. For a bronzer, you want that to blend into your skin, and it does. So as a bronzer, it's great. As a base, could be better. What else? Oh, do not forget, I will also link this down below. We have, at least right now, our birthday to 1K giveaway that is going until November 13th. And we have a huge amount of geek stuff, some beauty items that you're going to want to check out because there's a lot of stuff. Right now we're about at 800, so that's about 50 more than we had before. So yeah, make sure you check that out too.
Yeah, we have a lot of really fun videos planned on coming up for you guys, so make sure you're subscribing and following us on all the different social medias so you can kind of keep up with that. Like you said, this is year 40. We really plan on kind of upping the game with the type of videos we do and the type of content we're making for you, as well as the interactive stuff that we're going to be doing with you, you know, with these giveaways and the stuff on the social media. You know, so definitely subscribe, follow us on those things. It's going to be good.
It is going to be good. I'm still trying to get through the... I just put on the darker brown color. Alright, so if you have any ideas for stuff you want us to do during our year of 40, make sure you comment below, because we do want to hear from you. A lot of you have said already that you really want us to do more vlogs. Okay. And that's what we're planning. We're planning on doing a lot of those, but you know, what other videos besides vlogs do you guys want to see? I mean, right now we're getting into wax melts. You're gonna see that. Because all of a sudden it like blew up and we're like, oh, look at all these wax melts.
Yeah.
We'll be showing you that. Yeah.
It's nice during this time of year too, because you know, you kind of, well, not really here in Florida, but you know, weather changes. You tend to be indoors more for most people out there in the world.
True that.
So, you know, you flick on those wax melts and things like that, make your house smell nice and cozy, and... Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take this really small pointed brunch. Yes, cannot. This pointed brush. And I'm going to take this color Cupa Joe right here at the bottom. It's really dark. And I'm going to kind of put this in my outer V just to define it a little more. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, this color, I'll take this color here. It's Ginger Snap. It's very glittery. Gonna put it all over the lid, and then Winter Dream I'm actually going to put like probably in the center on top of Ginger Snap, just to kind of get it like an ombre going out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put Ginger Cream on the top, like again, just to kind of blend it out a little bit better. Cool. And that would mean that I have used everything except for black coffee. But I don't know if I'm going to use black coffee. Yeah, it's funny though, because Cupa Joe is actually darker than black coffee, which we figured out in our swatches is weird, right? But that's what happened. So that's why I'm going to use Cupa Joe and not black coffee. Okay. There you go. All right, so now we've gotten to the point where we have told you all about the year of 40. Well, we could give you an update of kind of like what's happening in our lives, I guess. I mean...
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to start?
Well, some of us have gotten different jobs now.
Not me, though. Oh. Although I was the one who started it. I've had my job for about a year. Yeah. And ever since then, everyone else has been kind of trying to get new jobs. And it finally happened.
Yes. All at the same time, which was nice.
In the same week, really.
Yeah. So, it was very interesting. So, yeah, we're all on our new stuff now. We're getting settled in still, for the most part, for most of us. So, I know I am. It's still new. So, yeah. If you follow us on those different things like Snapchat and Instagram, you can kind of know a little bit more about what's up there. So yeah, but I'm liking it so far. My new job, it's good. I'm excited for what will come with that.
Lots of perks with your new job.
So many perks.
We're not going to tell you exactly what his new job is because of things, because of reasons. But if you follow him on his social media, you'll probably find out.
You'll probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Probably.
More than likely.
So yeah. So lots of fun stuff there happening.
My brother, Marshall, our other side geek, has a job too, and I don't think he cares if you know where that one is. He's actually working for Hobby Lobby because it opened up, fairly close to our house, and I don't know. I know there's like a lot of like controversy about Hobby Lobby and their like Christian background and the way that they don't give contraceptives to their female employees for free. Okay. You still have to pay for it, which in my mind is better than nothing at all. But regardless of the fact, they do pay their employees extremely well starting off. So that's one of the reasons why he chose to go, because it is a craft art ambiance, so he can use his major, but also because the pay is pretty darn good.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then my husband is also working for a smaller hospitality industry.
Group, yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to basically teach people about like aquarium life. That is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
So he's going to be kind of like a information about exhibits and things like that. So he's doing that in part time, but he's going to like it. He starts training for that in a little bit. So
yeah,
that is job wise what's going on with us.
Ooh, I can tell you about a real fun dream I had last night.
Ooh, please do.
Oh, it was weird. Okay. For some reason, I was at Universal Studios here in Orlando, the theme park, and sitting outside of Transformers, the building, for some reason, just sitting out there, like on the sidewalk, and I don't even know if I was with anybody, like a friend or anybody, but I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden behind me comes all of the kids from Stranger Things, like the actors, not like in character, but like as actors themselves. And they're just like huddled around me, standing around, like a couple other people with them. And like people are like, oh my gosh, that's them. And I'm like, oh hey, like it's them, that's cool. And then I don't know what happened. Something like kind of flipped, and it was like zombie apocalypse all of a sudden, but not really zombies. It was really weird. Like people were like flipping out. If you've ever read Stephen King's The Cell, it's kind of like that. Like some weird radio signal just like goes out and like makes people flip out. And it was weird. It was so weird. Did you have too much
sugar yesterday or something? Like what happened?
Maybe it was all the carbs from the tachos.
Okay, so this is why I think he had this dream. So Spooky Empire was supposed to be this weekend in Orlando, and it got canceled because of Hurricane Matthew. And the Stranger Things kids were supposed to be at Spooky Empire as well. And then last night we were at Universal for my birthday, and we waited at Tucson, and it was Halloween Horror Nights. Hence the zombies. They just all meshed together in your brain.
It was so weird. I just remember like having to like take them in like different areas and like this is how you get here and like this way, and it was so weird. I was like it was really weird because they were like looking to me as like this leader to like get them out of there, and I'm just like kind of fangirling. That's the only way I could put it. I was just like oh yeah, this way guys, don't die.
What the heck?
It was so weird. It was so weird. I don't know.
That's hilarious. Is what that is. Yep. Alright, I finished the eye look. I'm going to put on some Jesse's Girl liquid liner, and then I'm going to put on these lashes, which are the Ardell 109 Black. And then for my lips, we're going to go Too Faced Melted Metal in Melted Metallic Peony. So I think with the Too Faced theme. I have to say, I'm really liking my eyelashes today. I used this Wet n Wild lash primer, and I just kind of really took my time and tried to define it, and it made it feather it out. And then I used the Smashbox X-Rated on with, I think, Urban Decay Perversion on the top, and then Wet n Wild Mega Length, I think, on the bottom, and that was all on top of the primer, so it actually made it a lot longer, which I think I have to say though. Okay, so this gold glitter that I just put on my eyelids was really hard getting it on. I had to like pat it on there. So I'm wondering if you like spray a makeup setting spray on it on your brush and then getting some and then putting it on, it might work a little bit better. Yeah. But I don't really have any with me in this room, so I didn't do that. But it's still kind of really pretty. I like it.
Yeah, I like that. That's probably like the one color that pops out, that palette. That's really, like, ooh, that's cool. And I can smell it. It's just like gingerbread.
Like gingerbread?
Yeah.
Gingerbread? Are you sure that's not the wax melts we're going to review later?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm smelling more gingerbread like this.
All right.
But it could be all these wax melts in the room.
We have so many smells in this box over here. You guys are going to have to stay tuned for all these wax melts we're going to be talking about. Yep.
Well, we started watching our Halloween movies the other night with Beetlejuice was our first movie of the season. And I had not seen it probably like 5 years or so. Probably about 5 years, I'd say.
I think it's been even longer for me. I don't think I've seen it in like maybe 10 years or more. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. And I kind of had forgotten, maybe just never realized how quickly this movie really moves along. Like, I felt like the pacing was like super fast. Like, everything that happened really fast in the beginning with where they die, and then all of a sudden they come back, and I'm just like, oh wow. And then they figure everything out so quickly. I'm just like, I didn't realize it went so quick. And then the ending was like, whoop, done. And I was like, okay. And then I remember when you said like, I felt like it was really abrupt or whatever. Like it just like came so fast. I was like, okay, it wasn't just me. But I loved it still. It's funny. It's weird.
Yeah. The design element, I mean, Tim Burton, he does a really good job with the design element. And that was, you know, a really enjoyable part of it, I think, for me. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it where it was just like at the end, okay, and now we're singing again.
Yeah, it was. It did. It came very quick. That movie, it just really, in a way, it makes me excited for Tim Burton stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, this is where Tim Burton like really shines. Like when he did this movie, he did Ed Wood,
Edward
Scissorhands. Nightmare Before Christmas, like the stuff where it was like his original stuff, like all of that is so great, and everything he's done over like the last 15 years now is like remakes or based off of something. And while they're all good, and not my favorite stuff, but like his original stuff is just the best, and I feel like he needs to go back to that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we haven't seen Miss Peregrine yet.
No.
And
I haven't heard anything about it either. I haven't really.
That was like
hear about it.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Last week. Yeah.
We want to go see Girl on the Train. Eventually.
Yeah.
Soon. I just read the book for the second time this past week. During the hurricane, I finished it up, and I am excited to see it. A lot. Very excited to see it.
Cool. I'm excited to read it after watching the movie.
I mean, it won't be as much as a twist to the end when you have seen the movie, I don't think, but still, there's a lot. The way it's written is just really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like that because, like, I feel like with movies and books, the book just tells it in a different way, and you also get those other little details and stuff that you're just not able to get in the book and the movie. And it's still, for me, I still enjoy it, even though I'll know most likely how it's going to end up, or those things. So I always still enjoy it.
So for the Halloween movies that we are watching, we have kind of a list of ones that we were thinking of, but I'm not really sure what ones we're going to get around to. Do you remember?
Psycho or Halloween 2?
Didn't you already watch Psycho?
I did, yeah. I can
we watch it again. Okay.
I don't mind watching the movie twice.
Just checking.
Let's see. So I think it'd be cool to see Halloween 2 because I think we watched Halloween the year before last.
Yeah, we did because I had never seen it.
So yeah.
Because I'm not really big on horror movies, so I kind of rely on him to tell me what's good. I have seen Friday the 13th. I kind of want to see it again because I used to work at a camp, a couple camps, and I actually watched Friday the 13th at the camp that I worked at, which was super freaky, but I liked it, so I kind of want to watch it again. Yeah. We were both like, yeah, let's watch that, but not tonight, not in the dark, during the day with the lights on. After the hurricane.
I don't like
with the crazy clowns.
Okay. Jason freaks me out. I don't like.
Even more than Michael Myers does?
Michael Myers almost as much. I feel like Jason in the movies, they make him out to be such an immortal killing machine that I think it's a bit more terrifying than Michael Myers, because I feel like Michael Myers is a little bit more grounded in reality in a way, even though he does keep coming back. I feel like he's a little bit more real.
Like, you think you can kill him a little easier, or what?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah. What else?
We were actually thinking of watching something Harry Potter-like, because...
Oh yeah, Harry Potter.
It is kind of like, you know, Halloween-esque.
Maybe Chamber of Secrets. I feel like that one's probably like the scariest.
Maybe.
Because that's when the Dementors come in, isn't it? Or is that the third one?
That's Azkaban.
Yeah, that's the third one. So maybe one of those two. I think would be good.
That's actually my husband's favorite one of them, and mine is either 5 or 6. No, wait. Actually, mine might be 6.
Azkaban was
Half-Blood Prince is my favorite one.
Yeah, and then that one became mine when I read that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of interesting things that have to do with Harry Potter, this is kind of a rambling video, and I'm extremely sorry. But you know what? We just chat and we talk to you, so it's cool. So one of the things I've been listening to is a Harry Potter podcast that basically breaks down Harry Potter chapter by chapter. It's called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, and it's done by 2 divinity students at Harvard, and they look at it in like the way that scholars will look at like historical documents or like sacred documents, you know, biblical stuff, philosophical stuff, that kind of a thing, and they really break it down. And it's granted, there's nothing spiritual as like they're not talking about religion. They're talking about like more not moral. I don't know how to really describe it. Like, okay, so one of them they talk about friendship, and one of them they talk about fear, and then they put those themes like on the different episodes, and it is super, like, it's addicting. Like I will. They're only like 30 minutes long, and I will, when I'm at work, I'll listen to them while I'm doing my stuff, and it's really cool. And so if you are a Harry Potter fan, you will want to listen to these, because they have insights in here that I never really thought about. And you know, like J.K. Rowling just has layers upon layers of different symbolism and historical meaning. Like, I don't know if any of you have read like the stuff that just came out on Pottermore about Makusa.
I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, so she was talking about like the history. I don't know. There's one that got released, but it was like the history of North America. There was Ilvermorny was one of them, and then there was the history of North America, witches and wizards. And now she talks about Makusa, which is the USA magical ministry.
It's like our version of the Ministry of Magic. Yeah.
Right, and how different it is, and it's kind of leading up to Fantastic Beasts, and it's so interesting how much is historically accurate, except for like one small thing that like she got wrong apparently about when Washington DC was established. And she's talking about how witches and wizards went to DC, but DC had not been established at that time period she was talking about yet. But honestly, give her some credit. Good.
I don't know. I mean, how many of us know anything about the Parliament and that history? Like,
exactly.
I barely know what the Parliament is. So,
so it's really awesome. And so, have you listened to it at all yet?
No, I just, as you were talking, I'm like, reminder, download this, subscribe. So yeah, I haven't subscribed now for my podcast app, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. It looks like they have the first book all on there for each of the chapters, and then they have like a wrap up.
Yes. So they've only gotten through the first book so far, but if you're interested in that, there's also one for Buffy the Vampire Slayer where they go through it episode by episode. I just found out about it. It was in Entertainment Weekly, and it's called Buffering the Vampire Slayer or something. So I downloaded that, and I'm going to listen to it after I finish with the Harry Potter one. But fun. They are only like 5 episodes in on that one, so I figure by the time I get there, they'll be a good chunk of the way through the first episode. But, you know, I was also listening to West Wing Weekly, so I'm really liking these things that are, like, more insight and recapping things that are already, like, a part of my pulp culture is so great. Like, more people need to do this. There needs to be more.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, maybe we should do it with Psych. Where's the pineapple?
Or a dollhouse.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go for very long though. But
No.
we aren't really.
Or like just canceled shows in general, like those like short-lived shows.
Yeah, dude, Firefly.
That'd be our shtick.
Joss Whedon, like everything, like Firefly, Dollhouse.
Another Joss Whedon show. We're watching this week.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, yeah, this video's long, but so things we have been watching and trying to finish up. West Wing, Dollhouse. We finished. Well, Marshall and I finished Royal Pains. Finally, like all the way up to the last
Wow.
season 8, episode 8, the last one. We finished that. We're now trying to push through Chuck. We have one more season of Chuck to go before it leaves Netflix on November 1st, so we're trying to get through that real quick. And then we're probably gonna watch Psych, more than likely. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. I haven't really decided. There's all these new shows are coming out now, so we're kind of like, okay, let's watch that. Yeah, but I mean, on a whole, there aren't a lot of new shows right now that I'm like, I have to watch this show.
Oh, on TV, yeah.
Yeah, so far there's only 2, which is Timeless and Designated Survivor are the 2 that I'm really loving, but the other ones I'm kind of like, But some of them haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't really seen much. I was watching The Voice.
Really?
Season of The Voice. It's kind of fun with because you've got Adam Lambert and then Blake
Shelton.
I forget his last name. But they've been on there forever. I think every season. And then
Oh, you mean Adam Levine?
Adam Levine.
You said Adam Lambert. I'm like, what?
Whoops.
He's on there?
No, not Adam Lambert. Levine. Sorry, the guy from Maroon 5. And then you got 2 new judges or coaches. And it's Alicia Keys and Miley Cyrus, who you'd probably think Miley Cyrus, but she has some really good insight into the music industry and how to grow as an artist.
She would.
So her and Alicia Keys are kind of like buddying up against the 2 guys, and like they're like, we're gonna come in and win it this year, and it's really fun. Like the dynamic between them is really, really good. Like, oh my god, everybody that comes through is just so good. And I love The Voice more than I enjoyed the American Idol series because it's so much more positive. You have people coming in there, and like almost everybody has a story, of course, but. You know, like it's about coaching them into being something good. It's not just, oh, we're gonna pick you and throw some songs at you and see if you do good, and we're gonna sit here and criticize you and send you home. It's nothing like that. It's like we want you to be good and successful and grow.
Right.
And I just love it for that. So yeah,
well,
this season's really good so far.
I can never keep up on the shows anymore. I used to be really big on like So You Think You Can Dance and American Idol, and then I just couldn't keep up on it because I just couldn't.
Yeah, so much.
Especially since we cut the cable, it's kind of like, it's really hard, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you like this look and our ramblings of what's up with us now and the start of the year of 40. I like it. It seems to be really dark, and there's a lot of glitter going on my face right now. Yeah, but it's still, I think it's good. You know, if you definitely like work with the shadows, you can get it looking, you know, pretty nice. So yeah, definitely. I still think Peppermint Mocha is my favorite one, but this one's really good too. Yay! So thank you so much for watching this. Make sure that you are subscribed and that you are following us on social media again, because we do a lot of stuff lately. Don't miss the year of 40.
Don't.
So until next time.
Stay zany.